Hi, Gemini. Welcome back. Don't forget to click that like button, guys. Remember and keep it in mind that these are general readings. So, this message may or may not resonate with everybody. Okay. Gemini, I'm hearing somebody around you lied. Okay. This could be you or it's somebody that is around you. But somebody here definitely lied. And it's like they're paying the price for lying. But they lied because they wanted to make sure that everything stayed smoothly. They didn't want to have any regrets. And it looks like they were really working hard at rebuilding something. And it's like this lie is is aiding. There's some kind of aiding being done here where the lie is actually helping to rebuild something. It's giving me this energy of somebody believing in a lie, but because they believe in the lie, they're actually taking the right actions, taking the appropriate actions that's going to help something be brought back together. Okay? I hope this is making sense. But that's what I'm getting. It's like the lie is the basis of the actions that are being done, but the actions that are being done is for the better good. Does that make sense? I hope so. The thing is that somebody here, because of this lie, somebody is it's like they're paying for this lie. Even though the outcome is a positive thing and it's becoming a positive thing, it's like the burden of the lie is causing them to lose out. They're paying for it, either emotionally, financially, maybe guilt wise. But there's something here where the lie seems to be the foundation of everything. And the thing is that it's like if this lie is exposed, everybody, everything's gonna fall apart. Everything's gonna is gonna fall into shambles, right? Somebody here is refusing to go through a rebirth. There's a rebirth that needs to be done, or there's a birth. So for somebody here, you might have been told that, okay, I'm just going to say it. Somebody here might have been told that somebody was pregnant and the baby was theirs. Okay, and this could be for one of you. This is the kind of situation I'm talking about, where somebody claimed that they were pregnant and then only to find out there is no baby. But things were done, things were put into place that were really good. For instance, maybe it encouraged somebody to get a job, a more better paying job, or maybe it caused somebody to go and buy a house. Whatever action that came from it is actually a very positive thing for everybody involved, right? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. And I feel like for one of you, that was the situation. You were expecting a baby, the baby didn't come, but you ended up taking measures that ended up changing your life in a positive way. But the foundation was the lie, you see? Now, I don't feel like it was you that did the lie. I feel like it was somebody else that said this lie. And it seems to be something that they're paying for and they're still paying for and they're going to continue to pay for. And it's like they're paying for it, they're suffering for the lie. And while they're suffering because of the lie, they're being forced to watch you grow and prosper and blossom. You see, you're blossoming, you're growing. You're like you have changed so much. And this person, it's like they need this release. They need to just tell you the truth about something. But it's really more to save themselves than it is to help you. This person is going through something where their selfishness, because see, now it's this lie has grown so much that really you finding out now is going to end up changing your actions and the way that you do things, right? What your next plans will be, or your next decisions that you're going to make for the future will change. Even though right now they see you and you're doing great and you're doing wonderful, this person knows that if they tell you, it's going to make them feel better, it's going to help their situation. They'll have to, well, they won't have to pay this debt, because there's like some kind of debt that is connected to this lie that they have to pay for, right? So it's kind of like they're saving themselves, but they're going to end up throwing you under the bus kind of energy. There is definitely a situation here where the dynamics of that relationship with this person, Gemini, is going to change. You are going to end up becoming the, I want to say, the person who's righteous, the one that is the one that's going to be like saying the truth. You're the one that's going to end up standing up and being the, I want to say, the judge. That's what I'm hearing. The judge. You're going to become the judge in this, where you're going to be the one that's going to end up. So, in other words, this person thinks that what they are suffering now is going to be worse. What they're suffering now is worse than what you're going to do to them, or what you're going to end up causing them. But I'm hearing like once you speak up, that what you're going to say to this person is going to change everything, because this person is not seeing the full picture. Okay, they're just thinking of themselves. All right, they're not looking at the full picture. You're gonna end up distancing yourself, from this person. Maybe not physically, okay, but definitely emotionally and mentally, you're going to end up distancing yourself from this person. And once you do, I'm hearing like you're going to rise up. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to be upset, yes, emotionally upset with them here. Like your emotions are going to be like all over the place and you're going to be scrambled for a while. So I'm thinking of like a soda bottle getting shaken up. So, you're going to be upset for a while, because I'm hearing like this person put you in a position where you were working a lot here. Like you were working quite a bit and you were taking on a lot of responsibility, and all of this happened because of the lie. In other words, you could have been like a very young person when this happened. In other words, like you were very young, or you were not in a place where you were ready for it. Maybe you weren't young, maybe you just weren't financially ready for some kind of responsibilities, but you ended up stuck with this responsibilities. In other words, your life became uncomfortable. Yes, you did the right decisions. You made the right decisions that changed and altered your life, right? Changed the direction of your life. But you were under, I want to say, enormous stress here, where you've had to work a lot because of this lie. So I'm hearing like maybe you had two jobs. Maybe you were working on your days off. You never got a day off. You worked 7 days a week. You paid a lot because of this lie. This is why when you jump into this energy of the King of Swords energy, and then we also have the Strength card. Okay, it's like you're going to be unstoppable. This person, what they're doing, what they're about to do to you, is going to change and alter your life. It's going to alter and change the way that you see people, how you look at people. But you know what I'm seeing over here? That's coming at the back of the deck is the Star card. Over here we have the Queen of Coins. This right here was at the back of the deck. It just kept screaming at me. So I feel very strongly because of the way it's just screaming at me that it belongs here. And it just makes me feel like you're going to be so inspired. It's like this person, they think they're suffering now. They're going to suffer a lot later, because you're going to take all your good stuff and you're leaving with it. You're going to be so inspired. I'm hearing like you're going to be so inspired to go off and build your own coins for yourself. You're going to be building something big for yourself. You know, this is going to be a lesson in your life that, or it was, if this is a past reading, which it could be for somebody here, you know, this could be something that you already went through where somebody lied to you, made you believe something, and really forced you to really work really hard. And yes, you were making the right decisions and your life was going in the right direction, but it was all for the wrong reasons. You know, it's the betrayal of something that pushed you in that direction, but it was like something that pushed you in that direction before you were ready for it. You know, you weren't ready to be pushed into that. So now, when once you find out, or once you have found out, if this is a past reading, you know, it's like once you found out, or once you will find out, you're going to be very well off here. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be sitting pretty because you're going to be finally being able to put yourself first. And not only that, but this person's going to end up freeing you. So they're being selfish, and their selfishness is actually going to hang them. See, they started the lie for selfish reasons, but they're suffering because of the lie, right? And then now that the lie has become this huge thing for them and they can't handle it anymore, they want to throw it on you. They want to tell you the truth now and throw all of this emotional BS on you because they're trying to save themselves, right? And what's going to happen is they're going to just end up sitting in their own SHIT that they created because you're moving on, you're leaving, you're done. And this person doesn't even see it. Like they can't see past their own nose. This is definitely somebody who is very manipulative, you know, that they can lie when it benefits them, right? And even if the lie turns into a truth where they have to tell the truth because it's to save themselves, they can't see past their own nose. They're so involved in their own feelings and what they want and what they need. They don't even care how it affects other people. If this person had a lick of compassion, they would definitely keep this lie to themselves and shut up. Okay? Whatever this is. I used the you know, the baby thing as an example, but I don't feel like this is for everybody. This is something else. So whatever this lie is, this is something this person should keep for, you know, to themselves, but they're not going to do it. You see? They're not going to do it because it doesn't benefit them to do it, to keep it to themselves. Now it benefits them to let it out. When this person is suffering, I want you to know something. When you see this person down the road, because there's going to be a point where you're going to be in this Two of Swords in reverse energy, okay? You're going to be stuck in that energy. You're being led here not to allow your emotions to dictate what you do next. Because once you jump into this energy, stay in this energy. That's what spirit wants you to do. Stay in the King of Swords. Once you're in the King of Swords energy, don't go back. Stay in this energy. Because that's exactly where your strength is. That's where your courage is. That's where your discipline is. That's where you're going to succeed at. You got to stay and stick in that energy. And this is the energy of you not allowing your emotions to dictate what you do next. Not allowing your emotions to make the decisions for you. You gotta stick to your head. Okay? It has, you know, make sure that what you're planning to do next is logical. Because it's very imperative that you do that so you can be over here and jump to this energy where you're going to be in the Queen of Coins energy, which is where you want to be because that's the stability that you deserve in your life. See, when this person was doing what they were doing, I'm hearing you didn't have stability. You're going to create your own stability. You're going to feel inspired to do it. Use that energy. That's what spirit wants you to do. Use that energy to get you where you want to go. If you're feeling angry, then use it. Whatever you're feeling towards that person, Gemini, spirit is saying use it. Use it as fuel to get you where you want to be in life. Okay? Stability. You want to be happy. You want to be safe. You want to feel comfortable. You want money. You want success. You're going to get it. Use what this person gives you, turn it around, okay? And use your head, not your emotions, okay? Because I'm telling you, this person's coming toward you and they're going to unload all this crap on you. And it's going to be for selfish reasons. They're going to make you believe that they're doing it because they want to do it for the kindness of their heart, or their guilt has been killing them and they want to get it out. That is partly true. Okay, that's only partly true. But their reasons is not because of if they want better for you. That's the point. It's they want better for themselves. You see? It's all about them. This is why it's imperative that you go into this energy over here and stay in it. You see? Gemini, you got good things coming towards you. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. A lot of times we don't see what the reason is. And sometimes we live our whole life not understanding why things that we perceive to be bad or unfair happens to us. We might not ever understand completely why, but the thing is that these are things that affect us. And this situation, this is going to affect you, but I want you to know it's going to affect you for the better. Your experience that you've gone through, it's made you a better person. And it's going to make you a better person. And you've always been a better person, don't get me wrong, but you're going to be a better person after this, even more so. Because from here on out, nobody's going to be able to pull one over on you again. That's the first thing. Second thing is, you're not going to work yourself to death for somebody else. You're going to be working for yourself, paying yourself, evaluating your own worth. That is power. You're going to have power. You understand? Yeah. All right, Gemini, let me go ahead and give you your angel numbers. You're getting your power back. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit, give us 2 angel numbers here for Gemini, please and thank you. I feel like this one is one right here. All right, we got Angel 23 coming out for you. It says you have a zest for life and you are eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement and need both to feel truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to be lived to the fullest. I am adventurous. I feel like you are going to go on an adventure. That's what's going to happen. This whole experience is going to push you into going into an adventure. You're going on an adventure. That's what it is. I feel like there's clues in these cards, about what's going on. Angel number 5 is coming out for you. It says, flexibility is your forte. When life throws you, wow. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. What I say, there's going to be a change here. This person's going to tell you the truth about something. It's going to change everything. I'm telling you, Gemini. It says, in the unexpected change, be brave and bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable. So be adaptable. Put that in the comment section. And I am adventurous. I feel like you're about to go through a lot of changes, Gemini. The angel numbers even say it, 23 and 5. You're about to be going through some big changes in your life. It looks like you're going to be going on some kind of adventure from what I could see here, and it makes sense. It looks like this adventure is going to lead you to a lot of money, stability in your life, where you're going to be in charge. You're going to be in charge of your life. You're going to be the judge. That's what I'm hearing. All right, Gemini, I do hope this helps you out. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.